Sure. Oh, I can use items. Sweet. The other nice thing about having a ribbon is, fixes that, dude. Whoa, hello. No, I don't like that. No, sir. Well, Ultima's dead. Is it? In this case, it was they just did the invert thing, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of okay, because we were sort of running low on Ultimate. Wait, doesn't somebody have, like, a fancy summon? I mean, I don't... It says a 3. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I don't know what does Chaos do? Uh-huh. That's dumb. Uh-huh. Oh, take your bulldog. Thank you for coming. So is it like evil Ultima? Oh, he's gonna do the windy thing. Actually, this is probably for the better, because, oh, well, you need to not be dying. That's important. Cool. Alright, so Chaos does have Reflect on it, which is... that's the thing. I'm gonna strongly assume that Decoy is going to Reflect. But that won't do anything, because we're aiming towards it anyway. Unless it puts it puts Decoy on Vaughn, and that's not good. Well, YOLO, here we go. Or it's Reflect in a different... Okay, well that's cool. Because we mostly just need Chaos to be the one getting hit. Vaughn will be... just peachy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, he getting chomped hard. I probably need to pay attention. Oh, because it's doing the invert thing, and so it's just sort of dumb. Could get lucky, alright. So we mostly just need to pay attention. There we go. Ready's invert. So get that prepped. Oh, he's casting on Vaughn. Ready's invert. Alright, well, where is he casting inverter? I mean, I guess if I get everyone closer. Close enough. It'll pan out. Okay, so as long as Vaughn is in range. But not so close in range. So I want Vaughn to be in range. Alright, ready. So he's gonna just keep spamming invert, because he's an asshole. I mean, regardless of who he's gonna target. So he keeps just targeting Vaughn. Alright, so new thing, I'm just checking for when he readies invert. Because then I can follow that up by just preempting Renew. And whoever gets hit with it, Renew's gonna go off before he gets another turn. And then we're good. I have no idea how much MP Chaos has. It's probably fine. So we're just little by little, we're just chipping away at him. Because in between this time, we're still hitting him with stuff. We're not really hurting as far as MP goes. I just have to keep on the heals. Actually, it's good to have Van on heal backup, just in case I miss it. No, I like this. I like this. This is, I mean, it's kind of a, it's sort of changing the way we're playing. I think I meant to think. It's changing the way we're playing because we're working with the summons. But this is the kind of thing I like, which is that we're following multiple different lines of stuff going on and then reacting to it appropriately. But not like in a Twitch controls kind of way. Like, this feels like OG World of Warcraft. At least from a healing perspective. This is very much like a, alright, I'm recognizing that the boss is doing this thing. I need to react to this thing that should go off in time. Yeah, he's just gonna be spamming Invert, apparently. That's just the thing he's gonna do. And I kinda don't really need to worry about following Chaos's health. Because as long as I keep Vaughn within range, it's gonna heal both of them. Yeah, so when he pulls up Invert, it's basically dropping Vaughn to, I mean, it's giving Vaughn all of his MP back. But also dropping like 600 health. Oh, that's not good. I'm doing it. Yeah. I think it's literally first watch. Well, Vaughn is in the middle of casting the thing, so this is gonna be gross. All right. What? What the fuck, Vaughn? You're just standing there like an asshole. He sat there doing nothing. Ah. Alright. I mean, sure, because he was... Here's the thing. I told him to use the elixir while he was in the middle of casting Scathe. Now, my experience is that gets him to stop doing the thing he was doing. To do the thing that I'm telling him to do. Alright, but I would like Bosch to... I don't want people to be in range. Because he is kind of doing a multi-target thing. So, I mean, sure, you can cast Invert all you want. Right, so we don't want our characters to be close to one another. Because also we're like this, we're more or less. So it feels like I'm saying Thundaga. I get the feeling that might be a better idea. Because he's mostly just checking magic. Yeah, he's just Blizzaga. Yeah. So we just put higher magic evade. That might just be better, because I don't... Hi Ash, is there a reason you're not healing Bosch? Is there... Did he say something mean about you? Huh, I thought we had like a stronger thing. Is there a reason that Ash was still attacking? Hmm. It's not like we were out of range. Oh my god, Vaughn almost has enough. I don't. It should have been out of range because I was able to manually get Ash to cast Curaja, and it still went to him just fine. And if I'm not mistaken, most characters will, if they're out of range and you have it set to a priority to do things, they'll move in range. Most of the time I wish they did do that, because it's usually a pain in the ass. I wonder why Bosch's bar is feeling significantly slower than Vaughn's. Is it because Scathe is hitting harder? Because, I mean, Bosch is mostly just doing, like, tanks. Oh, man. Yeah, but, I mean, we had... Like, I'm just comparing to the... Because it was around the same time we had... Like, they both had their summons out for around the same amount of time, if I'm not mistaken. Hi, can you heal people? That'd be... Oh, we are out of range. Well, that sucks. Can you be in range? That would be helpful. Thank you. Maybe? As I remember, Ultima just straight up died. But we did... But Ultima was almost out of, like, duration. Like, Ultima was almost out of time. That's mostly just the metric that was going by. I like how Ash just barely started, like, oh, maybe I should cast a Cure. And then, maybe I should switch that to Raise. Yeah, that invert sure is a pain in the ass. I know, yeah, that was my immediate thought at the beginning of this. This is basically like in Kingdom Hearts. Alright, we're ready for Garage. Thanks. Oh, am I just not within range to even control Vaughn? The hell? Huh. Well, that was abrupt. Oh, right, yeah, no, I guess that was the last full bar. Oh, do we win? Oh, hey, I won. I do not like that sound. That was an unpleasant sound. Well, that happened. Then the game crashes. I won! Congratulations, you done it. Well, that was certainly a thing. Uh-huh. Really? Uh-huh. I slayed a Hellworm, and all I got was a stupid t-shirt. Or is this a thing where I have to keep walking in and out of this room several dozen times until I get the lucky spawn where the actual item appears? Is this one of those things? Or is that all we get? Or I guess that unlocks Yasmin. Is the other best thing I can tell. Zombie Warlock? Right, No, we would have had different and more fanfare if we happened to get another Esper off them. That's my main concern. So, one thing, at least I've kind of... The big thing that makes this game crash is when you bring up the license board and it adds a thing to it. But only like the first time you do it. Best I can tell. So I'm assuming I'm gonna check the menu once we actually get to save the game first, just in case. So the way this is playing out in my mind is the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and talk to the worm dude, our worm girlfriend, and when nothing happens, when nothing happens with that, I'm gonna go back and talk to Mont Blanc and be like, oh Kupo, Kupo's the thing, and go fight this other Kupo. And then we'll go fight the other Kupo. Which, if my understanding serves, I will need to be at max level, or we'll need about 1 week of real time. So get ready for next week, where we'll do a 72-hour stream of me slowly chipping away at Yasmin. Uh-huh. But that being said, so the thing with the Hellworm, like, even if Yasmin's going to be, what is that, 6 times as long? A good majority of that was just on ×4 speed of me not even looking at the screen. Like, for the most part, it was pretty minimal effort. Now, obviously, Yasmin's not going to be that way, but what a random number. Alright, we'll save the game. We'll look at the, yeah, Devin. Oh, yeah, but there are... I haven't really used gravity. Most things are immune to it. Yeah, if I remember, and this is just me overhearing things, people talking about the Yasmin fight back when I was in college, and this was new. God, I'm old. It sounded like you largely, because the health persists, and it's like in a big open area, right? So you can kind of go in, chip at it, run away, and then come back. Yeah, I was under the impression of that as well. So it's not like that where we're trapped in a room and we kind of have to do... Yeah. Oh, we'll be doing it probably soon. Alright. So first thing I'm going to do, actually, because I think this is most likely that we're going to go to Mont Blanc, and this triggered us getting the final event. Oh, at some point we get Ultima Mark II, or Mark 12. Oh, okay. Yeah, because isn't it... Oh, we had that with one of the... Like, really early on when I did one of the hunts, and it was very much out of when we were supposed to do it. I think it was the deal, like, if you you go like 2 screens, or after a period of time it just regenerates back to full? Maybe. I mean, that's almost too reasonable for a Square Enix game from this era. 30. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, if we do it fast enough, it'll just be like a... Hey guys! Quick, let's start.
There, you defeated the Hellworm. Impressive, Kupo. I give you this with my compliments. Well, I'm beside myself to have a member of my clan accomplish so great a feat, Kupo.
Cool. No creature more foul walks this Ivalice, Kupo. The time to vanquish this threat has come. I await stout-hearted warriors to meet this challenge. Will you go and speak to the petitioner, Kupo? Oh, he's talking to... Oh, okay, I thought that was on the sign.
You'll sign under the hunt? Well, excellent. I'm counting on you, Kupo. And the petitioners...
I know, I read the goddamn sign.
Listen carefully, and I'll tell you...
It's... Tell me.
I finally found a hunter worthy of this hunt. Of course, I'm talking about you, Kupo. I founded this clan in hopes of one day fostering a hunter with the mettle to face the mark I'm about to do. Describe to you, Kupo. Of course, you're free to decline this contract. No questions asked, Kupo. But I implore you to consider my request earnestly before deciding.
Dude, this is like literally the only one we got left. It's either this or beat the game. Probably.
So please, for me, will you accept this quest?
Yes.
Thank you, Kupo. Oh, you can't know how much this means to me. No, where to begin? I'll try to keep...
I'm reading ahead things, and I'm like, I'll try to keep this long. I'm like, oh god, no, I hope not. Oh, well. I also get the strong feeling that being at level, like, 72 is not gonna cut it.
As you may know, I have 5...
You have 5 brothers and sisters?
We've each made happy lives for ourselves, from airship machinist to chocobo wrangler. We all learned our various trades through one teacher, the wise master who we all hold in the very highest regard, Kupo. And then one day, the creature appeared, and the carefree lives we'd led were lost to us forever. Our master fought with all his might to drive the creature back. It was a bitter battle that spanned many weeks. In the end, only the creature stood. Our master's power was spent, his body exhausted.
Which is what we're gonna be every time we have to restart the goddamn fight.
He had poured everything into the struggle, and nearly emerged the victor. Or so I like to think. I was too young then to do more than watch, as the creature lumbered slowly away, Kupo. Never has it been seen again. It still lives, Kupo. You must find it and destroy it. Had I the
Dude, you stand on a balcony. This is literally all you've done.
Had I the strength, I'd do it for myself. But this creature is powerful beyond words. Unrelenting, merciless, the terror of all evilness. But should you fight it, you may very well die for your efforts. Even so, I must ask of you. Rid us of this creature. Vanquish Yasmin.
Uh-huh. Oh, it takes it serious. Well, I'll give it the old college try.
Good luck hunting your Mount Kupo. Each kill you make wins you greater
So we'll have the most renown possible. tells you that he formed Clan Centurio to raise warriors strong enough to... So it's like the Gardens from 8? To defeat the most terrible of all creatures that walk this land, Yasmin. The realization of the clan's very purpose has fallen to you. Hunt accepted. Be prepared for a search, as its precise whereabouts are unknown. So my plan is to find it on my own. I have not looked this up. Largely because there have been places I've been like, this looks like a place where we'd fight a thing that's terrible. Alright, two things. One, I'm gonna see if we get a new shit from here. Hi, do you have new shit? Uh-huh. Nope. Alright. I gotta say, I think buying lure from that, the best thing we ever bought. Just saying. See, that would be the funniest place to find it. Would be if it's like literally adjacent, like the start of the game. Like you go here and that's where he is. So this whole thing right here, this expanse, was like a big all empty spot, and that's higher on my list of places we're going to run into this thing. Okay, as long as I hit up a save point, because I'm probably gonna not pay attention and run into it and die. That's pretty on brand for me. But that aside, alright. Engage. So again, the funniest place would have been to run into it here. Oh my god, it's Yasmin. Hey, remember when I poked this thing and we died? Nailed it. Alright. The beginning of the game where I'm trying to figure out what I can get away with. And that right there is why I love RPGs. That right there. Because this area, to me, felt like the Calmlands. Like the way you walk in here, you go down this pathway. So this whole area gave me the feeling like this is where we're going to fight a gigantic boss. Because not that you fight the gigantic boss in the Calmlands in 10, but that's where they fought Zin. So that it makes sense that this gigantic expanse that feels like the Calmlands is where we will later fight a terrible monster. And that's not... Yeah, okay. Well, that was fun. Alright, next up on our list. Actually, I'll look at this thing. Right. I mean, it would almost be too... There we go. I was trying to remember, what's the line that Norg says? No, that's not, Norg doesn't say that. Norg says something about seeds. No, the curse all seeds. That's Ultimecia. Ultimecia speaks that funny word thing. So this whole shebang also feels much more impactful than the Starting nonsense we had to do. Also, it still has the little mark thing suggesting that I want to, like, press the buttons. Which, if I remember correctly, didn't do a goddamn thing. So maybe it'll do a goddamn thing now. Probably not. But I remember futzing around with them. Norg is a national treasure. You take that back. I mean, yeah. I thought we had to press them, I thought we had to press these in a particular order in order to open up that gate, which didn't do anything. Yeah, he speaks in all. So this is kind of my power team. Like, this team is probably who we're gonna use. I think I got. And that's the thing. I guess, sort of, I think one of the strengths of the way that the Zodiac Gate makes the job classes, basically. I don't really feel like it's not, oh, Vaughn is the best character to do this. It's that Vaughn being a monk black mage, like, just the way that I have the two combinations, like, we really only changed job classes at the very beginning when I was still like, what do I, like, just get a feel as to who's going to do really well at this particular part of the game. In the sanctum shall the pilgrim find truth and illusion, both illusion was, yeah, that's right. Right, and then it glows. I swear to you, it glows. Right, yeah, it does that thing. But this one does not do the thing. Right. So my first thought of very much overthinking this, because I'm really good at overthinking things. I'm activating these in a line that continues with, basically from when you would zone in from the upper... Is this... Okay. From the northeastern part of this zone. To travel through to go to the... this part. It's basically drawing a line from point A to point... Fuck. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to use really Vaughn much at all. Actually, Vaughn and Penelo wound up... Just the Time Mage Red Mage was... Like, there's just... The combinations of them just happen to serve very well for particular purposes. But now, by the time that Penelo sort of dropped off and being our really strong caster, Ash was... We just had a lot of Ash's later White Mage stuff. That sort of lent her to be more valuable in the party. Alright, so that didn't do a goddamn thing. Thanks. Yeah, so, and then Vaughn, extremely powerful for just outputting damage. Like, and he just never runs out of MP. Which is great. And not only that, with, where the hell do we bring him? Not that one. Was that the only, is that the only thing in it? I could have sworn, oh no, he got a Esunaga from Yeah. Oh, we haven't even found Holy. Oh my god. Yeah, giving him Chaos, which let him get over here. Him having Esunaga and Kiraja is just... Yeah, having primarily focused black magic with just enough white magic to be good utility-wise. Mm-hmm. Alright, so unless I missed something, that's not what we needed to do. Also, opening this door was so dumb. Oh my god. Actually, I'll harken back again to Bravely Second. For me it feels like late game, but I guess what's supposed to be in the mid-game twist. Spoilers for anyone that has not played Bravely Second. You know, but you've had 10 years or so to do so. You play through the whole game, and then it basically, you get forced into a New Game Plus. Now what I did, thinking, oh, it's gonna be like Bravely Default, where you more or less just play the game again 5 times, and that's how you proceed. I then proceeded to play through the entire game again, and then it looped me back to the start. I'm like, that's wrong. Maybe am I supposed to do something in the battle at the beginning of the game? No, I can only attack. What the hell? Turns out, and this is the spoiler part, you have to use the Bravely Second, which, and this doesn't work anymore because the server's been shut down, was a cash out item. You gained it very slowly over the course of the game, but it was a pay $1 and you can get your gauge filled immediately, which means I never used it in the game. So when it expected me to use it as this allows you to proceed with the game normally, I had to look up a guide. I had to use the thing that I've not used because they wanted to try to hawk it for $1 a use, and I can't anyway because the servers are off. So it's a good thing I'm not using this at all, because otherwise it's extremely dumb. Yeah. No, so my first experience playing Bravely Default was I bought it when I was in Japan, which I bought Bravely Default Flying Fairy, not Bravely Default for the sequel. Bravely Default for the sequel is the one that they then later sold in the North America. I think so. I don't know if it would just start you with one because you're technically at the beginning of the game. But like if you were doing it in your first playthrough, you haven't gotten to the part of the story where it gives it to you. So in your initial playthrough, you couldn't pull it off to just skip to the second half of the game at the beginning. I guess maybe you could. I don't care if you try. It would really throw things off. But I'm wondering if you happen to use your Bravely Second on the final boss, who then sends you... I guess at that point you would just have to... I'll just go back to my previous save file before I started a New Game Plus. Because you play through the game on your save file, and then you make a New Game Plus on a different save file. So I guess if you're here and you don't have a Bravely Second, you'll just go back to your original one, where you can start a New Game Plus, grind until you get the Bravely Second again, and then go to the New Game Plus, and then you're good. I'm guessing is how it works if you're trying to play it now. Or be like me and just literally never use the item, because you've set it up so that your characters hit 4 times in a turn for 9,999. And now I don't care about breaking a damage limit, because there's a good chance they'll hit for 8 times. Yay, ninja. Right, where the hell are we going next? Because obviously, all right. So I'm 0 for 2 at this point. All right, what does that? I'm 0 for 2 at this point. Yeah, we haven't been here in a good long while. No, none of that feels big enough. I'm looking for what are some really big open areas is likely what we're looking for. I mean, this one, I guess I can just kind of roll through. No, that'd be too complicated. Or is it the other one? Right, no, this is... Right, I was thinking initially as a joke. Giza Plains, yeah. No, this is way too small. Or this might be showing you because this is in the flooded version. Still way too small for what I think the game is wanting us to do. I mean, actually, if I had to venture a guess, it's probably because these look sufficiently large. I'm also guessing that Yasmin's going to come in and fuck up those windmills, because the windmills seem to be tied in. It's getting to this point. Meanwhile, the other thought that I'm fighting with on this is my innate thought of where does the developer want us to go, and then me going to the exact opposite to that point. Also, I really should probably buy Phoenix Downs again. Might want that. Actually, just out of curiosity, after that really long... I'm gonna guess we went through about 30 Phoenix Downs. Wow, we only went through 13? Damn. Although... So I have Bosch set up to largely be tanking, and from what I have been led to believe, healing is a big aggro draw in this, like in the case of most MMOs. Unless you've got like actual tank abilities, which there really are no tank abilities. Like there's no like this draws extra threat kind of attacks, because I would probably be using them if it did. So the best I can guess is that we're just chucking lure on people, and that's our tanking ability. I probably want more of these. Oh, I thought we would have gone through a lot more of these because we're getting slam-a-jam to a stop. No, we're good. Get these. Sweet. You know, yeah, which. Actually, this kind of harkens back to when I was talking before about Final Fantasy III on the original version versus the DS remake. Because I remember that was a big way that... Well, then again, the Iron Giant, or Iron Golem? The super boss in 3, I don't think it was in the original one. But basically that's how I beat it, is just by hardcore tanking out a pirate and having them just spam threat. Yeah, like, it's... Like, lure gets them to have... It seems like to sort of have, like, a preference on threat. But as far as when that's not running... Like, when we summoned Chaos, Chaos was still hardcore wanting to kill Vaughn. Until I stuck lure on Chaos, and then had Chaos serve as a healer. Was there a Provoke in 5? Actually, for the longest time, it was characters that were in... Oh, no, it was in Final Fantasy 1. Depending on which party slot they were in, determined how likely they were to get hit. I know, and now we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy 1, where we can also bring up Chaos. You know, I'm just trying to think of when it's very... A cruel blade forged for battle, its very shape of violence. But does it look cool? I mean, visually, that does look pretty sweet. Oh, wait, hold up. I do want to see what it looks like. And then we're going to immediately take it off because it's vastly inferior to Excalibur. And even then, Oh, I guess kind of the best you can do in 5, or even... What if 5 was the first one that does this? The whole trick, if you, especially in a 4-job Fiesta, where if you've got a knight, you just have everyone else at critical HP, and then you have your knight spam guard, and then they take no damage and will absorb, as long as the enemy's using nothing but physical attack. Yeah. Oh, but I was kind of mentioning this before. I saw a thing. It looks like I'm not sure if I want to get back into an MMO, but it looks like Final Fantasy XIV has made a number of changes that is interesting to me. And it looks like... So I watched a long play video. Wait, is that literally just a baseball bat with nails in it? Oh, it is a sword, okay. But a long play video talking about, FF14. And this is like from a couple of years ago. But talking about how one of the advantages to it is that they do a very good job making it so that there's no FOMO. Like, if you happen to miss a few raids and whatnot, there's really not of a loss. And it looks like they might have added a DPS meter, which for me is nice. Yeah, and not only that, from what I've heard, from what this is also saying is that, so I played 14 right when Stormblood came out. Which, from what I've gathered from this video, was, I guess, one of the worst times to start playing 14. At least from years later, looking at it in hindsight. Because I guess, like, the very long story of the original game, you miss a lot of the episodic nature to it. And because they had to preen out a lot of stuff just to make the leveling process faster, you sort of miss a number of the story beats that make it make sense. And then my big thing is we'll talk about is when I started playing it, whatever the Heaven's Ward, the first one, the first expansion. I hit a part where it was in order to proceed the story, I had to run this particular dungeon, and I wanted to play a white mage because I had glamored to be in the original white robe with red trim because I love the look of that. Huge fan of that from a design standpoint. Anyway. On the Lollipop. Fucking adore him. But for some reason, queuing as a healer for this dungeon... Yeah, we've heard this dude before. Queuing as a healer for these dungeons... took, like, a long time. And then I would get into this dungeon and I'd be like, please let me know any non-obvious mechanics. No one would tell me anything. I would die to a non-obvious mechanic, because it'd be like, it works this way in every other dungeon, except for this one where it does the opposite of it. And then I would die to it, and then they boot me from the party for not knowing how to deal with this non-obvious mechanic. I'm like, I said at the beginning, I still have the sprout by my name. And that just kind of turned me off to it. Which again, is not the fault of the game, but more of just the fault of the, at this point, 3 people I had run into at the time. But I just didn't come back to it. But the other thing is as I was mentioning before, I didn't want to play a DPS class because I'm very big on, just like in an RPG, knowing, oh, when I do this, the number is bigger than when I do this other thing. Can I make that number bigger? How can I optimize this damage to be even better? Which at the time, they actually had blacklisted, like, it was against the terms of service to use add-ons that would give DPS meters. But I guess that's a thing that might even be added into the game, or maybe they just let you use DPS meters. Because I'm very interested in knowing, am I doing the rotation correctly? Or is there... is there a way for me to better actually play my class? Because that's sort of my jam in an MMO or an RPG in general. Thing is, though, I don't know if I want to invest that much time into playing an MMO. Well, it sounds like it's not the type of MMO that really demands a ton of time investment. So I'm going on these numerically going up, in the hopes that we'll go to 10. I maybe want to pay attention to what these things are saying, actually. I thought they were all just saying the same thing. They're just saying that I'm working on, and then the number that we're at. What? Oh, right, the Hunt Brothers. That thing, okay. Oh, yeah, that thing that I've willfully decided that I'm not doing because it looks like it's not worth the effort. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. It was a way to get a ribbon, but I think there were other ways to get other ribbons. I'm interested in ribbons. Also, I'm at a point now where I don't really care about putting cat ear hoods on whoever's not in the party, because I have so much money I don't know what to spend it on. And I mean that literally. I don't know what else I can buy. Like, Free Company has them. Right. At last. Oh, right. Yeah, where'd he go?
Small wonder I couldn't repair the window with him sitting on the wheel. Him sitting on the wheel the whole time. Of all the places to sit too low.
It don't say if he could direct me where he went, because, I kind of need to yell at him for a little bit. Well, he's not here. Uh-huh. Oh shit, it's Yasmin. How to beat the game. So my thought there didn't turn out to be the right one. Now, this whole area does very strongly feel like this is where we want to be and what we want to be doing here. Is that Yasmin? No. Alright, I guess it would show up as a really, really big dot on the minimap. Alright, where the hell did this go? I mean... This is also a place that I remember being very large, in charge, and also not a place we've been to in several moons. Alright, so we're gonna save. If it weren't for the fact that chocobos were a timed event, I would just ride around on a chocobo. I'm pretty sure Yasmin can't kill us on a chocobo. Then again, not being on a chocobo means I get to just inadvertently kill everything along the way. And gain all of them. Oh, these are going to be for a lot less. These are like, what, 200 experience? 500? Jump change. Uh-huh. I don't even remember the significance of this. I just remember that we came here and, like, Oh, I don't even remember what Right, no, we ran a really... Alright, Knife King. Welcome, welcome. I remember we ran a very long, convoluted pathway on a chocobo to get across the bridge before it was repaired. At which point, I went to... Elfenheim? One second. Yeah. Only to find that there was nothing there. That is, I am... As someone who is terrible with names. As mentioned before, I worked at Starbucks for nearly a decade. Could not tell you the names of most of our customers, but when they walked in, I could tell you exactly like their crazy ass convoluted drink orders. No clue. What the fuck? I just hear Ash like violating the Twitch terms of service and like, oh, it has oh, that's what it. Was it first Final Fantasy? I remember when this came out. So I'm playing on. Oh, well, that went a whole lot better when I had. Right, it had reflect. Well, that went well. Who's killing Ash? Oh, I'm killing Ash. Oh, so this is the Zodiac Age version that I am playing on the PS. This is the PS4 version on the PS5. The PS5 part is only relevant because it means the game will crash for no good reason. Wait, and actually, yeah. So if you're already very familiar with this game, we're at a very important part. Because we're at this part. Or more accurately, I'm going to die to this, and then we'll plan what we're doing after that. Yeah, at this point, I'm still. Yeah, I had the opportunity to play. Like I'm talking about. I was talking earlier about how I remember when this came out when I was in college because I'm old, and I remember. And this is kind of the last. Actually, this is true. This is one of the last games that I remember. Literally, most of the things that I know about this game, literally just because of word of mouth between friends at school. I mean, then again, now after I finished college, I wasn't going to school anymore. And then, once I became an adult, I didn't have friends anymore. Not really. But, it was sort of right at that point where it was still, you'd be playing it, like, there was no, 37 years. Here's the thing, my benchmark of not being too old is in line with, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, with the, I'm 37, I'm not old. So, I'm 37, I'm not old. Well, in about 5 months, I'll be 38, and then I'll be old. Yeah, no, but so I remember that, yeah, I remember people talking about their efforts to do the Yasmith fight on the original PS2 version. And like, at that point, like, intercommunication for games wasn't nearly quite as it is now. So even though there would be guides on Game FAQs, if you're playing this within the first couple of weeks of it coming out, there were no guides on Game FAQs. Ooh, and 37 gil. Close enough. And this is why I don't pick up these chests anymore. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is almost dumb enough to... Wait, no. It couldn't be here. Because we can't get to a safe point. And this room isn't that big. Oh, I love 5. 5 is hands down my favorite. So well, my original thing. So. Oh geez, nearly. Not that I've been playing these constantly, but it's almost a decade ago. No, this was in like late 2016, early 2017. I came to the realization. Oh, actually, it was in time with when I dabbled in Final Fantasy XIV. I was like, you know, I've really only ever played Final Fantasy, or I had only ever beaten at that point Final Fantasies 1, 5, and 6. 5 and 6 several times. And then I had played all of the other Final Fantasies, but never beat them. Except for 12, which at that point I'd never even played at all. Yeah, so I went through, at that point, and this is before I started streaming, I played 1 again. I finished 2. God, did I finish 2. And then proceeded to play through all of them. 7, when I got to 7, I had just recently started streaming, so I actually streamed myself playing 7. And I remember many a time playing most of 7 with literally 0 people in chat. Me just talking to myself about, like, the whole streaming thing of, if you're, even if you've got nobody watching, talk to yourself, because that way, if somebody happens to pop in and they just see you sitting there, staring at the game and nothing's going on, it's not gonna be very interesting, and they're just gonna leave. Also, eat it up with the raid. Hello and welcome. I'm rambling on about streaming experience while playing Final Fantasy XII. Yeah, actually, Skytech, that's the other thing. Right, because I know we have a number of people that played 14. I'm not tremendously interested in playing it again, but I'm more interested in playing it now than I was about a week ago, because I hear you can use DPS meters. Because that's the thing, I'm very familiar with playing a healer in an MMO. If I'm playing DPS, I kinda need to follow a DPS meter to know if I'm doing it right. Alright, well, Yasmin's not here. Oh, right, and actually, there was a question I had before. Do I just have to keep coming back in and out in order to get a chest that's actually worth picking up here? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure how accurate that is, because I played right when Stormblood came out, and I was told at the time that having add-ons, especially DPS meters, violated the terms of service. Because they didn't want to have people... Oh, okay. So you're not supposed to? Alright. Let's see. Yeah, what's... Oh! Unofficial sequel to Maze of Gallus. Well, that interests me. I was going to ask, what is this? I'm interested. I'm interested in this. Okay. Because that's the thing. Because I don't care about... I mean, I kind of do care about being like, I'm the best DPS. So I primarily, I say played. I've canceled my World of Warcraft account just because... One, the server that I played on in World of Warcraft Classic, which is the one that I really liked, died quite some time ago, and then they had us merge with another server, and I didn't really like that server. That server's died, and now they're merging it with one of like the mega servers, and I'm like, I don't want to. I like playing on a medium population server where there's a community. And you go with it, you get in a dungeon group, you're like, hey, I remember running a dungeon with you the other time, that was fun, let's reminisce on that while we're doing this dungeon. Great, that's what I love doing in an MMO. So yeah, I canceled my World of Warcraft account, because sadly, I have no interest in retail. World of Warcraft Classic, the second server that I've been on has died. It's now on a mega server, and I'm not interested in playing Cataclysm again because I didn't like it the first time. And not only that, they're going to nerf it, I guess. Anyway, point being, I'm not playing World of Warcraft anymore, but I am playing Tales of Maj'Eyal, which is not an MMO, but I'm approaching 1,000 hours played on it, which I guess is high praise. Also, I should probably stop wasting those magic. I came here... Wait, where the hell are we again? Sochin Cave. Because I'm looking up a map. Not because I want to find out where Yasmet is, but because I want to find out, is there a random item that can appear in this room? 22. Oh, literally the balance mote we got? The balance mote we got was the thing we get out of this room. Really? There's something else? Huh. Yeah, that's my thing. So, yeah, going back to the thing with DPS meters. I'm used to playing a rogue, and I'm very good at playing a rogue. You know, an orange parsing rogue, for those that follow World of Warcraft. And it's always satisfying to be like, I'm doing literally 3 people's worth of DPS. Yay. But largely it's because, well, if I'm not doing that, what am I doing wrong with my rotation? How can I improve this? How can I be better for the group? Oh, okay, so I'm looking at one of the original ones, because the... maybe? Maps and charts? This must be from the original, because it's... Wait a minute. It does say it's from 2020. Also, I'm not going back in and out back of this place to get the 1%. Because that's... Oh, here was Zodiac HQ. Okay. Oh, that's probably a better one than I was looking at. Uh-huh. Oh, we could have abandoned this? Oh. We could have left the Hellworm fight. Aw, lame. Okay. Also, here, let me click this thing, Yasmet, because, alright, where the hell is it? Ridorana Cataract. Oh, that's his Coliseum. Uh-huh. Alright, I'm gonna laugh to see. Yeah, well, no, I can... Yeah, I can fully appreciate why they would not want that, because just looking at World of Warcraft, it's very, well, with World of Warcraft it was more of, you know, your gear score isn't what we want, so get the hell out of here. I think it's dissuading people from using things like that is healthier for the community, because it doesn't promote elitism. Which is weird, because in an MMO, like, you know, to matter of perspective, but, alright, where the hell are we going? Oh, this is the last place I would have gone. Holy. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think somebody made mention of that, again, like the 3 or 4 weeks ago when we were last there. Yeah, I suppose they probably can't really check if you're running an add-on that does it, but yeah. So, but the thing with an MMO is that, I mean, then again, if you're in a guild that's trying to, free company, that's trying to accomplish goals, there's, like, that's the thing in an MMO, is that not playing the game well is doing a disservice to your group, and that should be discouraged. Like, the presence of, like, a DPS meter or checking to see how you're doing is allowing players to become better at it, while at the same time also fostering an idea of, I need to be better than the other players. It really just depends on how you look at it. Oh, you're right, Rash. Right. I'm so caught up in just backtracking where we came from. Right. Oh, that's another good point. I would be very surprised. So I have FF14 through Steam, which again, even when I was playing it quite well, I still had more hours than Tales of Monaco. I still both want to and don't want to do like a single stream, you know, demo of Tales of Maj'El, just because it's a very good slow pace. Because if you're doing it too fast, you're gonna die. Because it's turn-based. And certain enemies can pull off several moves in one turn. If you walk too close to them, you get slammed like 8 times and die. And it's a roguelike. So it means you're dead. You start over. It's funny, I was going out on yet another tangent. I remember, this is before I started, like, actually streaming, so I was like, doing art streams and stuff, but occasionally would just stream myself playing games if I didn't feel like drawing, and, you know, like, 3 or 4 people watching. I remember I had just got Tales of Maj'El, and I'm like, I'm curious, this looks like Castle of the Winds. I really like that on Windows 95. Windows 3.1. This looks like, and it in fact is, very much like that, but better in every way. And I remember doing the tutorial area, which again, I was like, oh, I gotta read all this stuff. This is not very good for streaming. So I ended the stream saying, I'll have to revisit this on my own time, which I wouldn't do for like another year or so afterwards. But I get the feeling this is the kind of game that I'll really like. And as mentioned, 1,000 hours on Steam, and only like 200 of FF14. Even when I was playing quite a bit. I got my... Actually, that's another thing, too. I remember, and with Stormblood, I wanted to play a white mage. Because, again, I wanted to have the white robe with red trim, especially on a long film. So I was primarily playing as a white mage. And then with Stormblood's change to things, one, they got rid of, like, the cross abilities, which I really liked. Largely because it was tying it with FF5. But at that point, it's like you're just changing so that, you know, everyone had protect at the beginning of the dungeon. And it was a nice idea, but I just remember it not being very well implemented. Yeah. But I remember at the time, I think Astrologian was changed, and people were like, oh, we only want Astrologian as a healer. We don't want White Mage. But they were like, well, White Mage is the best DPS output for healers. And I'm like, well, I don't want a DPS as a healer. I want to heal as a healer. Although I guess nowadays it's less of a thing because it's not like classes are homogenized, but more of like they've done a really good job with class balancing, I've heard. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of mods, and I guess it's just whether or not you're flaunting mods and things. Right, this is... Alright, so 2 things. One, I need to kind of... I remember doing... Oh, it was like the catch-up mechanic. It was sort of, for lack of a better term, like a roguelite. Like Tomb of the something or whatnot. I remember doing that as a white mage and wrecking shit with Holy. Battles of the Dead, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I remember rolling in because at that point I don't even think I had Holy on my white mage at the time. I don't even think I was a white mage. It was the whatever the pre-class to it. This is before I'd actually gone through and done the was it Conjurer? I think I felt the same way, because if Conjurer felt like it would lead into a Summoner. And it did. I mean, it made sense, because you're primarily using Stone to attack them. Stone and then Arrow for Dot. Yeah, I know. I mostly remember a lot of the mods because people were like, you can make a character nude, lol. You know, your classic, that's the first mod people do for games, is making the characters nude. Yeah, that's another thing. Alright, correct me if I'm wrong, for FF14, aren't the devs more active in the game? I guess that was more of a, was it 11? Which, was it 11 where they were gonna, or am I thinking of a different MMO? There was like an in-game, there's Yasmin. There was like an in-game event that was supposed to, for lack of a better term, be like the sundering of World of Warcraft, where like Deathwing was, oh, he destroyed all the things to justify changing the landscape. I think it was 11 where there were 4 crystals, and that it was like it very heavily promoted people to destroy the crystals, and then when all 4 of them were destroyed, then a big, terrifying destroy the world event happened. And then like on one server, I remember this was new because it was big nerd news. It was terrible. But there's like a whole like a guild or whatnot that it became their job to defend the crystal. So they would like anyone going and try to in, they would like PvP kill them down. And it got to the point where the game devs had to go in and be like, no, seriously, we need this for the event to happen, for the server to move forward. And they've since like made like a statue to that guild in their honor, just because they did it like in this one server where it was supposed to be like all the crystals were supposed to be destroyed and promoted this event to go to the next thing. It was like this guild of like, yeah, for real, man. Yeah, okay, I thought it was FF11 because I knew it was crystals related. I just remember being, oh, you have health. How much experience you give? Oh. Okay. Is that another one of those rare hunts? Oh. Alright. Alright, well, I don't really see the need to grind, because I'm gonna get a baseline idea of how not great this is gonna pan out. My guess is that answer is very. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I would love to see how much damage that did. Actually, Demon Shield is higher evade. Yeah. Unless some of you remind me what does the Genji Shield? Because the Genji Shield in like FF5 and whatnot. I've heard stories. And like the Genji Shield in FF5 prevented like some amount. I honestly can't tell you offhand, just because in the 4-job Fiesta I'm so rarely getting it. Also, I see White Breath and I immediately think White Hole, and we fight next to him. And like the Genji Shield like prevents like Petrify and Poison or something. Oh, does it have 5% instant kill? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so Vaughn is still hitting pretty hard. Alright, so we're gonna stabilize. We're gonna stabilize. I'm gonna test the thing. Camera bliss. Holy shit. Oh, it's the first time I've complained about the camera tonight. Wow. Alright. So here's the plan. Swear to God I have one. We're gonna run, hit up the save point. I'm gonna practice this in likely the speed and rate I would be doing it while practicing it. So we're gonna have the save point. I'm gonna use this save. And again, it's been a while since I've drawn attention to this. I'm playing this on a PS5. I'm pretty confident this is saving to a solid state drive. Why does it take more than a split second to save? And then we run back. Oh my god. Oh, we've already lost. Oh no. Maybe I don't want to do it that way. And then we run back to Yasma, who is still injured. But really, I mean, apart from the fact that I can save the game and come back another time, what purpose would that really serve for us? Also, why are you healing? Oh, that's why you're healing. Oh yeah. I've heard stories. Foe exists. Alright, yeah, I am not paying attention to when those things happen. Also, knowing these pan out, we really...
Well, now you have no excuse to not put...
Oh, well, I don't want it to be at the top. That's the thing. Right. Put it up there. Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, maybe I don't want to put this spell on. So... I don't think this is the best time to be doing this. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. So, here, I'm gonna experiment. So, so Balthier hits pretty hard. Whether or not Balthier is gonna hit as a free... Why does this say stage 2? Should I be worried about it saying stage 2? Also, I feel like Balthier's doing much. So Balthier is set up very nicely. Let me just show up this great Balthier. Look at that. Right. Oh, Ash is out of... Oh, right. That's why I have all that money. Right. Alright, where is it? Yeah. I'm probably gonna regret not having ribbon, but I mean, honestly, someone's gonna not have a ribbon. Meanwhile, I'm spending so much time in the menu, it's gonna heal full. Bubble is a... Oh, right. Green magic thing? Yes. Alright. So that's not a thing that we have on Baldur. You know? Why? That pans out pretty well. Actually, because then we don't have backup healer out of Vaughn. That's probably gonna be better. But I would like to constantly have bubble on Bosch. Now Bosch is configured to chuck egg potions on himself. This is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, about that. I don't think I want to be in here at these levels. Yeah, that's the thing too. I was wondering whether or not that was going to be worth my time and effort. I mean, I guess if he's going to be draining everyone's MP. Or at this point, killing people. I would. I feel like that's maybe a... Is that going to be indicative of, like, abilities that he has? Or something? Yeah, we don't need to be the staging area of the losing lights. Right, because I would like Bosch to always have the bubble belt, just because we don't worry about him losing that buff. And then and yeah, if what is it, despair or whatever that drains all of your MP. If that happens, we'll just back out, get all of our stuff back. So Fran actually ended up being... So Fran is like... Her primary thing has been our potion chucker. So for like fights where there's a lot of silence or they're really adamant about draining MP, she's set up to... Because she has the highest like potion... Does this thing go to like stage 99? Are we like... ramping up like a... I guess the most apt comparison would be an F1 racing, since that's what the ATV was built to emulate. problem is I'm gonna run out of Phoenix Downs in the middle of this. Oh. So is that dissuading you from coming back? Or is it like I did Yasmin on stage 1? The best player in the whole game? Oh. Perfect. Can we use the it's right, it's dude, it's literally, it's right there. It's right in front of you. Can we? Oh, thank you. I mean, the better question would be, is it dissuading me from leaving and coming back? This is our original one. This is when we first came in. I'm mostly just juggling back and forth between these in case. Which is also why I'm going to keep a save file from when we first came in here, before actually starting the fight. And I guess alternatively, actually, who even has other good summons? Oh yeah, I never used this either. Let's see what the hell this shit does. That was real fast. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I blinked. Did it vanish it? Apparently. Must get behind. There we go. So I get a very strong feeling that even if it seems like there's nothing we can do at this point, but whether or not we should do it, that's, you know, as opposed to the classic RPG thing of leaving, getting some levels, and then coming back. It says level 73. At least on this thing. But only has 999 MP. So the problem with this is we currently we're burning through these at a rate faster than what we can feasibly handle. Just saying. Yes, wait a minute, that's a thing we can do. Don't have a moat for that.